Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Nakai,
Here.
Councilmember Bryant,
Here.
Councilmember Gear. I believe he's absent. And Councilmember Jones,
Here.
Councilmember Smith.
Here.
Thank you.
Excellent. Would everyone join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, please? I
pledge allegiance to the
flag
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everyone. And just so everyone knows that Councilmember Bryant is joining us on the Zoom this evening and is ready to go. And Mr. Gear is absent this evening.
Mayor, excuse me one moment.
Yes.
We're not live, guys.
Do we need to start over?
No, we don't need to start over. We just need to go live.
All right.
We can continue. I just wanted them to know we needed to be live.
Okay. All
We're
right.
recording.
All right. Item 3, ceremonies, presentations, and appointments. Item A is presentation on the community garden and upcoming open house in full bloom. And with us tonight, we have Corey Gorton from the Community Partnership. Corey, if you'd join us at the podium. Sorry, I'm reading my notes.
That's okay. I'm gonna read my notes too, which I don't normally do. Good evening. Thank you for having me here tonight. Lovely to see you, Madam Mayor and council members, city staff. Thank you, everyone. As you said, my name is Corey Gorton. I'm the Vice President of Programs at Community Partnership Family Resource Center. And I'm just really honored to be here tonight to share some updates about the Community Garden Program that the city and Community Partnership and the larger community has been working on over the summer. So firstly, just thank you guys for your time, support, and partnership, cultivating the garden vision into the vibrant community space that it is today. If you haven't been out there, go check it out. It's beautiful. It's looking really lush. And you can see some of the pictures there. So the garden has become a place where you can learn something new, you can just bask in the sun, or you can connect with your fellow community members, which we see a lot. Some ways that we can do that is our weekly work and learn sessions that are Tuesdays and Thursdays. We encourage anyone to come out. If you want to learn what's going on, learn some gardening skills, or you're just curious, please come out and talk to our master gardener, Sharon, and she'd be happy to walk you through and answer any questions that you have. So far, we've had 37 community members participate in the garden in some way, shape, or form, whether they're volunteering when we were setting them up or watering, and also through those work and learn days. So we're seeing that, and we're always looking for more people to come and support, especially as we're getting closer to that cooler season. We're going to start talking about what it looks like to close them up. So that's a good time to come to. So in the 35 beds, we filled those with 58 tons of soil, which was a lot and literal back-breaking work, but it was fun. And we filled those beds with somewhere between 500 and 700 plants. So there is a lot growing out there. Most of that was donated by some partners and some local nurseries in our community and in Colorado Springs. So we're really grateful for that. You'll see herbs, you'll see veggies, you'll see flowers. We have the hoop houses on a few of them, which is just a demonstration of how to do some gardening, especially up here at high elevation. You'll see our themed beds like our pizza bed for pizza toppings, our salsa bed for salsa, our tea bed where we have some herbal stuff in there to make your own tea. We also have our Three Sisters bed. Don't ask me all the details of that because I'm not entirely sure. That's what Sharon's for. But it's the corn, it's the beans, and it's the squash. And then you'll also see a couple really full potato patches out there. So we're excited to start pulling those sometime soon too. Then you'll also see some food pantry beds, our playgroup beds for our little ones. So they're planting their own plants, they're watching them grow, and then they get to see what they look like at the end of the season. The food pantry beds is exactly what it sounds like. We're growing that produce, we're harvesting it, and we're donating it back to the food pantry and back out to our community. So that's really awesome to have some local grown produce in those. You'll also see some accessibility beds for individuals with disabilities. And you'll see on the outside of the garden, we have our native plants and our demonstration beds and our pollinator beds, all really important pieces of the garden to show what grows up here. We have to have our pollinators to help make sure that those plants are healthy and thriving. And then the demonstration is just a learning opportunity. So far, we've already harvested between 15 and 20 pounds of produce. It might be more because it seems like every single day we're picking something else. So, and donating that back to the food pantry. And then I just want to highlight some visitors that we've had over the last couple of weeks. We had the Colorado Department of Early Childhood come and visit, and we started our visit at the gardens, and they were in awe and they absolutely loved it. And they really loved the partnership between Community Partnership and the City of Woodland Park, and then also the larger community. So it was a really great demonstration of our community and how we all work together. We also had our Colorado Garden Foundation as one of our funders. They did their annual site visit with us. And they didn't know what scale we were at. They saw our old garden, they came to our new one, they knew we moved, they knew we expanded. And his jaw dropped when he got out of the car and saw how beautiful it was and what they had done. So just really great recognition that we've seen across the state. We do plan to continue the season, hopefully, fingers crossed, through mid to late October, depending on the weather. You'll see those work and learn days continue through that time period with some scheduled activities and sessions, but don't be deterred if you don't want to know about weeds. Still come. Still ask your questions. We'll be happy to answer them and show you around. Okay, but the big reason I'm here today, I'm talking very quickly, is as you can see on the screen, we have our garden event coming up in full bloom, a garden celebration. And it's just that. Our garden is flourishing, it's beautiful, and we want to celebrate it with the community because it is your garden as well. So on September 11th from 3:30 to 5:30, we encourage anybody and everybody, invite your friends, your family, your neighbors. If you know somebody from like the media or you have someone that potentially wants to learn something, please bring them. We're going to have some really fun activities, rock painting for Jake the Snake. If you haven't seen him, you'll have to check him out there. And we're going to have some snacks from the stuff that we've harvested. So we're actually going to make salsa from the salsa garden. We're going to have a flatbread pizza from the pizza garden. We're going to make tea from our herbs from the tea garden, and hopefully some zucchini bread as well, and share that with the community along with some recipes and ideas. And then some scavenger hunts. So really expect to get out there and search around because we want people to look, and that's scavenger hunts for young and old. So don't just think that you're going to like look for a purple flower. There's going to be other things you have to look for too. So it's going to be really fun. We're really excited to share it with everyone. We want everyone to come out, and that's also an opportunity for you to show your interest for the year to come so that we can start planning along with the city for next year. We want to ask the community, if you're interested in participating, please sign up on our sign-in sheet that we'll have, and let us know if you're just interested in staying informed, if you want to volunteer, or maybe even rent a bed next year, so we can start to kind of determine that interest of the community and start thinking about what we're going to do next year. So with that, I just want to say we're incredibly grateful for the thriving partnership with the city, especially grateful for Rob and Cindy for putting up with us over the last several months. All of the city employees, the community, and especially our funders providing those resources and support through this. So we really are creating a space that is a place where people are thriving, learning, are experiencing some healthy behaviors and some practices, and really fostering connection across our community. So thank you. And I'm sorry I didn't bring puppies this time.
Puppies are gone, I
The
think.
puppies are gone.
Thank you, Corey.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're really excited about it.
I do have invitations if you want me to leave a few. Do you want me to leave a few with you? And then if there's anyone else that would want some, we have some, but they're all over too.
Okay, you can leave them in the back on the counter, and anyone here that's visiting us tonight can pick one up on your way out.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you.
So
Thank you, Corey.
Yeah.
Before you leave,
Of course.
the city is very, very excited about the garden. My office actually overlooks the garden, and it's really fun for me to watch. Every morning I come in, I walk by, and I notice the growth. today this morning when I came in, we had a ton of deer.
Yeah.
But they couldn't get in. They were trying to get in.
Good. Yes.
But they were eating
Yeah.
around it. And that was kind of fun this morning. I know Kristen shared with me there were deer there this afternoon.
Yeah.
But in our partnership, we want to thank you and we wanted to give you something for your open
Aw,
house. Our communications manager has designed a beautiful T-shirt. And this
Aw.
t-shirt here is, as you can see, it has flowers and it's like a little garden.
It's so
And we've ordered 100 of these for you guys.
Oh my gosh.
You can give out, we've gotten 50 adult sizes and 50 children's sizes that maybe you could use for your open house.
Yes.
So we wanted, this is the first one.
Okay.
Not the correct size, but they're coming in September 10th
Okay.
and we will have them for you for that day.
Wonderful.
But Kristen is the designer.
Good job, Kristen. Thank you, Suzanne.
Thank you.
Let's see. We are on item 4, additions, deletions, or corrections to the agenda. I assume we don't have anything, Suze.
No, ma'am.
Thank you. Item 5 is the consent calendar. Council, we only have one item, approval of the August 21st, 2025 regularly scheduled city council meeting minutes. If you have any questions, or if not, I would ask for a motion.
Sure. I move that we approve the August 21st, 2025 regularly scheduled city council meeting minutes.
I'll second it.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any further questions or discussion? Suzanne?
Thank you. Case,
Yes.
Nakai,
Yes.
Bryant,
Yes.
Jones,
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries unanimously.
Thank you. Item 6 is public, easy for me to say, public comment on items not on the agenda. Suzanne, do we have people signed up?
We do. We
Okay.
do. Our first speaker signed up this evening is Shannon Valero.
All right. For everyone that is going to speak tonight, when you do approach the podium, if you would just, when you get there, please give us your name and town of residence, please. And then I won't have to ask each person individually. Welcome.
Hi,
Hi.
my name is Shannon Valaro and it's weird to say because I just moved to Divide. I was a Woodland Park resident, but we just moved to Divide a couple weeks ago. So, okay. Good evening, Madam Mayor, council members, and city staff. My name is Shannon Valaro, and I'm one of the members of PAC, which is the Parent and Community Connection. We're a new group. We're dedicated to strengthening ties between Woodland Park Junior Senior High School and our community and supporting both our students and teachers. It's fall, and of course in Woodland Park, Smitty, what does fall mean in Woodland Park? Football. That means Panther Pride is in full swing. Football, cross country, marching band, cheer, softball, volleyball, and soccer all bring our community together. And rumor has it, our soccer team is ranked #1 in the state right now. It's another great reason to celebrate our students. This year, our student council has planned and prepared a great and exciting homecoming week. That'll be September 22nd through the 26th. On Wednesday, September 24th, the community is invited to the homecoming parade, which begins at 6 p.m. at the Junior Senior High. It travels down Rampart Range Road and ends at Merritt with a community bonfire. We would love to see alumni, families, and neighbors lining the streets and celebrating together. Then on Friday, September 26th, the celebration really kicks off at the Junior Senior High. At 3 p.m., students in grades 7 through 12 will take part in the Color Run, something PAC is proud to help organize alongside the PE department. Every dollar raised goes directly to the student enrichment and teacher appreciation, funding classroom projects, PE equipment, field trips, special events that bring learning to life. We encourage the community to get involved by donating to students who are participating and considering a sponsorship through you can call the Junior Senior High School office if you want to sponsor. Some of the parents might come to businesses and ask, just FYI. Later that evening at 6 p.m., our cross-country team will begin their game ball run. Starting at Summit Elementary, they will run past Columbine Elementary and finishing at Panther Stadium where they present the game ball. So they run a long way. It's a powerful tradition that connects all of our schools. And of course, the night ends under the lights with our football team taking the field to beat Rye High School in the homecoming game. The students and staff are working hard to make these events possible, and the PAC invites all of Woodland Park to come together, celebrate, and share in Panther Pride. PAC also welcomes all volunteers from the community to come and be a part of the Panthers. And right before I came here, I had a volunteer. She sent me a message and she wanted me to make sure that people know that seniors, if you go to the game or any of the high school games, it's $5 to get in. So it's a discounted price. So we're welcoming everybody in if you want to come. So that's it.
Thank you so much.
Yes, you're welcome. Thank you.
You bet.
Mayor, our next speaker is Sarah Graves.
Right. Welcome, Sarah.
Thank you. Good evening to everybody. I've been here second time, and the first time I was in the wrong meeting, but this time I'm in the right one. I'm hoping, and I signed up too. And I live in Woodland Park, Pinion Ridge Drive. I am here tonight bring your attention, which is I've been doing it for past couple of months. It's actually going on for a year about the street potholes and the curbs are being concrete and the curbs are falling apart. In my street, it's extremely bad. We have a deep cracks on the bottom of the driveways and all around the roadside. The curbs are broken. They're causing damage on the cars. And also there, some of the holes are so deep. My daughter's front wheel from her Mini Cooper fell into this one of the late snow. It was a pain to get it out, but we finally managed to get it out, or 3-4 of us, but neighbor pitched, and I had to stuff the hole with the bathroom towels. They froze so we can drive up and down the driveway. And one of the little further down the street, my house, this hole is so deep, it's easy, 3 feet, maybe even more. When that's not being fixed, we have kids going from the road, going to a school bus. And if that's not being fixed and snow comes, what if one of the kids fell into this hole, a break leg? You're talking about a lawsuit. And damages cars also. Many are my neighbor complaining, and finally we decide to sign petition, and they take a picture of them. I dropped them off last week. Kip Wiley's desk. It should be in his desk because I gave him his secretary Nicole, and also ran into that day Sam, who has been one of the supervisor, I believe, and he knows what I'm talking about. I talked to him, and he noticed what I'm talking about because he went through the road I'm thinking, and he said, I know all those holes. So what is gonna be happening now? I'm wondering. And keep continue putting my complaint, or just sit back and wait and something happens and you guys gonna end up with lawsuit most likely.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you for listening.
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm hoping something will happen.
Thank you, ma'am.
No more speakers for this item
Okay,
this evening.
thank you. Anyone in the audience that did not sign up that wishes to address council? Seeing no one, we'll move on to item 7, unfinished business. We have nothing. Item 8, our ordinances on initial posting, we have nothing. And item 9, public hearings. Item A is approval of a 5-year extension of the Top of Paradise amended master plan. Council, this is a quasi judicial item. And we have Mr. Gates presenting.
Thank you, Mayor. Perfect. Thanks, Nicole. As the mayor stated, this is a request by Frankie Venezuela and Ventus LLC, which is the property owner, for a 5-year extension of the Top of Paradise amended master plan. The land currently known as the Top of Paradise Master Plan was previously known as Paradise Ranch Edition, was annexed in 1975 by way of Ordinance Number 6, Series 1975. In 1999, City Council approved the first preliminary plat and master plan, which encompassed 198.5 acres and a total of 120 single-family lots. In 2005, City Council approved the amended Top of Paradise Master Plan, which encompassed 197.7 acres, showing 175 single-family lots, allowing up to a total of 190 lots in the suburban residential zone district. As seen on the original Top of Paradise Master Plan vicinity map here on this slide, the master plan encompasses several subdivisions, including Forest Edge Park, 4th edition, Forest Edge Park first filing, Thunderbird Estates, and Paradise Estates filings 1 through 11. Other subdivisions located within the amended Top of Paradise Master Plan that have received final plat approvals include the Paradise of Colorado filings 1 through 4, the Highlands in Paradise, Havenhead Paradise, as well as Kings Crown subdivision. On the right-hand side of the slide is the subject property, which is outlined in red, and the parcel in question tonight. This 40-acre parcel outlined in red on the screen is owned by Ventus LLC, is the property in question regarding the Top of Paradise Master Plan extension. The subject property is zoned suburban residential, which allows for a total of 1 dwelling unit per gross acre and allows for a variety of lot sizes with a minimum lot size of 15,000 square feet. This slide is a snapshot of the approved Top of Paradise Master Plan. Again, outlined in red is the subject property, and this has been previously approved for 38 single-family lots within the master plan. For larger scale developments such as Top of Paradise, the master plan is reviewed as part of a preliminary plat process. So, since the subject property has already been approved for 38 single-family homes, the City of Woodland Park Utilities Department has planned for 38 individual water taps to be allocated within this land area. Title 17 of the subdivision regulations does not specify criteria or guidance on how a master plan extension request is to be evaluated. Therefore, similar to prior extensions, staff applied a practical approach to determine if the request is reasonable. On June 20th, 2025, Woodland Park Planning staff received an application from the owner, an applicant for a 5-year extension, and to August 4th, 2030. On the right-hand side of the slide is the comprehensive master plan future land use map, which was updated since the last time the master plan was extended. As you can see from the map, the residential character of the subject property still complies. The application was referred to the entities listed here on this slide, and staff only received 1 comment, and that was from the Woodland Park Utilities Department, stated that they have been planning for 38 single-family water taps at this location since the past approval. And lastly, the Planning Commission held a public hearing on August 14th, 2025. After consideration of the staff report, the Planning Commission found that the Paradise Master Plan extension, or to be extended by reapplication at the extension of the master plan for 38 single-family zone lots on the unplatted 40.69 acres is warranted, and recommends that City Council approve the 5-year extension of the master plan amendment. The development is still subject to all conditions and dimensions specified in the original approval. This concludes my presentation. We also have our applicant online via Zoom, Frankie, if you guys have any questions for him.
Thank you, CJ. If you guys could promote Frankie while I ask the council if they have any questions of staff.
So, just for the public's clarification, they've been continuing to move on this master plan over the years. This isn't just sitting there, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
So the amended master plan was approved in 2005.
Right.
So they've gotten extensions in 2005, or I
Okay.
mean in 10, 15,
15
20,
and
and we're in 25 now. So
Okay.
They actually have 1 home dried in and in construction
okay.
on one of the lots in there.
at the
Yeah.
Haven
Yeah,
at
so I just-
Paradise.
It's not just sitting idle. They're
No.
working.
Yeah, and within the presentation, there are, a half a dozen subdivisions that have been final platted since the last extension, so.
I just wanted to clarify it
Sure.
for the public, so thanks.
Sure.
Thank you. Anything else, Council of Staff?
I do.
Yes,
Mayor.
George.
I was wondering if you can go back to one of those slides,
Sure.
maybe there was one that looked like there was some green space
Sure.
that was, considered in there as well. Yeah, that one?
Yeah, so this slide is from the original
Okay.
amended Top of Paradise Master Plan, the 2005 version.
Handwritten comments.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
written comments,
But
yes.
is that a green space that's there at the bottom far?
Yes,
Yeah.
so outlined in red, which is the parcel in question
Yeah.
tonight, yeah, this was a green space up here to the north.
Access?
And
Okay,
then-
and that's forest behind it?
This is National Forest,
Yeah.
correct? And
Yeah.
then this was also allocated for open space.
Okay.
Yep.
Excellent. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Nothing else for staff. We'll ask the applicant if they have any presentation or anything like they'd like to share with the council. Frankie, you're on.
Hello, council.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me. We did provide a presentation, which was just roughly an overall synopsis of the development, but we're just requesting an extension for 5 years, and everything is to remain as it was previously approved.
Thank you, Frankie. Council, do you have any questions for the applicant? No? All right. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
You bet. With that, I will open the public comment portion of this public hearing and ask if there's anyone online or in the audience that would like to address the council.
I have, ma'am, I have 3 speakers signed up.
All right.
The first speaker being Claudia Miller. And Miss Miller's asked me to hand these out to you.
Okay.
Hi, the second speaker is going to join me too, if that's okay, Suzanne.
It's up to the mayor.
Is
That's
that,
fine.
would that
Thank
be
you,
okay?
Claudia.
Okay, I'll wait for you to get your little sheets. There's a rationale for us presenting at this particular time, and it doesn't appear that there's been an impact statement from the residents. We request the respect as initial residents of this neighborhood, handling the bulk of the construction in recent years, and that projected in the future to have our needs factored into the future plat development that's going to be done, we understand, by the end of the year. We've experienced what construction means in terms of the recent development of Lachlan Way and Highland Ranch, which represents 28 homes plus 6 homes in Spacious Skies, which use Majestic Parkway for all the construction. For this 26 immediate homes on Majestic Parkway, the construction impacted our lives heavily, with the noise from massive construction trucks, often 25 loads a day, hauling up and down our street, the noise of Jake braking high speeds, and damage to our street. With a large number of resident homes using Majestic Parkway, we already have an overload. You can see in the picture I took Tuesday that's on your sheet that with the service trucks needed to support these homes that are already built, with adding driveways, deliveries, and other services, it is a busy thoroughfare many times of the day often.
My name is Virgie McClendon, and I am from Woodland Park.
Thank you.
There are safety concerns. Residents walk on our unsidewalked street, many of whom are seniors. It is popular for dog walking and family strolls. With the past development, we learned that speed concerns were addressed with lit posted speed signs, which had little impact. And though the police came occasionally and gave warnings, this did not curtail the speed. Speed bumps are needed on Majestic Parkway. In terms of this large-scale development, we would like the engineers or surveyors who are building out plat to find alternative construction entrances, possibly Paradise Valley Drive, Ponderosa Way, Sun Valley Drive, all of which lead to Kings Crown. Another site is the property at the end of Eagles Perch, the cul-de-sac which extends off of Falcon's Rest, which could serve the construction of the homes on the redesign, on the northeast, sorry, and Majestic could serve those on the northwest. With the extensive engineering needed to redesign the landscape of this high terrain area, alternative entrances should be a part of scope, as it will have a tremendous impact on the current residents. Though Majestic is a wider street, it has a higher usage than most city streets and is at an incline. Developers have used roads all over the city to build homes despite the street width. Fire evacuation has got to be a major consideration for having two entrances to the development.
So those are our thoughts. Do you have any questions for us as residents?
Thank you, ladies. Council questions?
Hi, thank you for coming up here. Have you seen damage to the street?
Oh,
There's,
come visit.
Absolutely. And if y'all have, I'm sure been informed, Thunder Ridge, which is that beautiful brick road,
no,
has
that's-
been just devastated. Our street is not brick, fortunately,
Yeah.
but we are seeing, I don't know what you'd call them.
There's slices, if you look at it now, I mean, the city comes and corrects it, and then
Okay.
it slices again. And then when those big trucks come, it pulls apart. And the noise is such a factor. I mean, it's horrendous. And that jake breaking they do, it's just made it kind of miserable when we experience Lachlan and Highlands Ranch or Highlands Way, whatever. Anyway, we're hoping that by finding a way, we know that that development's coming down the pike, but if there were a way to lessen some of the impact on Majestic Parkway by two entrances, maybe another way, construction entrance, that would make such a big difference. It just doesn't seem like current residents should have to have that much of an impact. And if you did, if there were a noise study, we haven't had anything. We noticed that there are referrals on the notice that I picked up at the city, and that there have been applications to city manager, city clerk, utilities, public works, police department, and they've taken information from those areas. But we haven't had any survey come to the residents who are going to be most impacted by the construction that's going to go on and on for years, probably in our lifetime for our seniors.
And of course, our biggest concern truly is the fire evacuation route. We have not been here long enough to experience any of the Waldo Canyon or the Hayman fire, I believe Claudia has. It would be devastating, and I just can't even imagine. With 38 additional homes, who knows how many family members' cars are going to be attempting, from what we've seen, the only exit, which is Majestic Parkway, in addition to us, scares me.
So I have a question for you. The Haven at Paradise, I actually have a client looking at a lot up there, so I've been up there quite a bit lately. And I don't see that Majestic Parkway is an access to that subdivision, because you go either up Paradise Valley to access that, or on Ponderosa, which is a more windy access up to the Haven.
We're talking of a different area. We're,
The Haven at Paradise.
yeah, it comes right around. Well, do we have it named wrong? It's right as you come up Majestic, turn right, and they're making the big development. We understood it with the 38 homes there.
And,
I don't think that property is now privately owned.
so any of the pictures that we've seen, and I obviously could be mistaken, it shows Majestic Parkway as the only way going into that.
And they have the
area.
public notices on the signs there going in at that juncture at the top of Paradise.
Okay,
And to come, open
I think what they're referring to is the subject property at hand tonight,
okay,
or the extension and not the Haven at Paradise.
I see. I understand. Thank
But
you.
as far as construction goes, to our knowledge, there has not been any construction on this.
On that, okay,
Parcel we're talking about tonight, because they have to get this entitlement, and engineering work done, preliminary plat, subsequent public hearing.
my
That
wrong.
preliminary, when I came down to the offices, they said the preliminary plat was scheduled to be done by the end of 2025. And we were looking right at the map that,
Yeah,
or
so, when we talked in our office here, yeah, that was, the developers, in the developer's narrative, which was attached within the staff report, that's what they claimed. Staff doesn't have any applications.
So they're not doing construction right now.
I'd like to apologize. I was misunderstanding the area we were talking about.
well, what we're
Thank-
trying to do is get some feedback from the residents before those engineers and surveyors come in. And that way we could kind of have a win-win in a way, a little bit, because they're gonna have to almost restructure a whole mountain there on that site. It's major construction. And why not have our input in along with their other design ideas so that we could have it more formidable for us?
Thank you. And the staff has these comments as
Yeah.
well. So thank you for that. And it'll be part of this hearing.
Mayor, the next speaker is Christine Potter.
They covered the issues that I was concerned about on Majestic Parkway.
Thank you.
So
Thank you. All right. Anyone else?
That's it, ma'am.
Okay. Anyone else in the audience wishing to address the council in this public hearing? All right, seeing no one, I will close the public comment portion of this public hearing and look to council for further discussion or a motion.
Make it.
Go for
I'll
it.
make a motion to approve the 5-year extension, the top of Paradise amended master plan.
I'll second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion or comments, council? All right, Suzanne.
Nakai,
Yes.
Bryant,
Yes.
Jones,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Case.
Yes,
Thank you, council. Motion carries unanimously.
thank you. Suze, would you like to do some introductions before we take the next three items?
It would be my pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you. As council is aware, the next three items are brought to you by the Charter Review Committee for consideration. But I would like to introduce our Charter Review Committee to council and to the public because I have three of them here in the audience. But I'd like to start with our two council liaisons on the committee are Councilmember Bryant and Councilmember Catherine Nakai, but she is not just the council member, she's also the chair of the committee. The next people that are in the audience are John Davis, if you wouldn't mind standing, sir. And then we have Joe Fury is in the audience with us. We have Denise Fisher. So we have three of our four members. Mr. Casada Roy is not with us this evening. And then also serving on the committee are myself, the city manager, and city attorney Wilson. So thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
The Charter Review Committee is here if you would have any questions for them this evening.
All right. We'll take these items one at a time, so we'll see if the council has any questions for you all. Thank you so much. Item B is approval of ordinance number 1500, series 2025, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Woodland Park, Colorado, submitting a ballot question to the electors of the city to amend the city charter concerning recall to provide 30 days for the clerk's review of signatures. And I will look to you, Ms. Nakai.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay, so this came to the committee from staff due to the recent recall, which we've never had a recall that goes to certification before, and Suzanne only had 5 days to certify four petitions. And the discussion with the committee was basically it leads to it likely can lead to errors that we weren't comfortable with the 5 days. So we went round and round and discussed it, and we suggested 30 days, which Colorado Springs also does. It also goes, the state is the one that set the 5 days. So we wanted to push it to make our lives a lot easier. Did that in a nutshell?
Yes, it's perfect.
So does anybody have any questions?
No, it
Any
makes
questions, Steph?
makes sense. And I can see why it hasn't been an issue before. We've never had a recall before. So, yeah, that makes perfect sense.
I will tell you, as I did explain to council when I was doing the recall results, it was all hands on deck. Not just my my people, but also other departments that had to assist in helping us get those signatures verified. It was very time consuming, and that's all we did for those 5 days.
Yeah, I would add that Suzanne made it look easy, but it was a tremendous undertaking and was very stressful.
And just in my opinion, I think it's really unfair that they only give you 5 days. Because
Well-
if they want accuracy and they want things to be, on spot, it's not gonna be 5 days.
The they is us.
Yeah.
Well, so,
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
I
that-
spoke to my clerk, friend Sarah Johnson, city clerk of Colorado Springs. She had a petition, she had 180,000 signatures. She had to verify, and that's why she was telling me she changed it to 30 days, because for her, even having more staff, it was, too hard.
It's
Yeah.
impossible.
well, and I think to some extent, this was we as a community adopted in 2016 the state election statute. And I don't think we ever looked at this and realized that this was going to become a problem.
Excellent
And
point.
so, experience shows us that 5 days is not accurate. Or 5 days doesn't get us an accurate and fair result. So there you go.
Any other
Any other-
comments or questions, staff? I mean, council?
Seth, I didn't
Of
get
staff.
anything wrong, did I?
Nope, you covered it.
Okay, thanks.
Mayor, I do have some people signed up for public comment.
All right. With that, I will open the public comment portion of this public hearing. And Suzanne, if you would just line us up.
Sure, the first speaker is Don DeZellem.
Welcome, Dawn.
Hi, Don DeZellem, Woodland Park. One, I want to say in total support of all three of these charter review proposals. Having served on, I believe it was the last charter review committee, I know the time and the effort it takes to go through the charter and to look at things like that.
We don't need that.
My only concern in the whole process right now is the fact that they've only presented 3 for right now, and the fact that we want to do a special election in November, which will cost the city money to do that, when we have municipal elections in April, which we're already paying for. I know in the past, it's been kind of the tradition to do them during those municipal elections, since they're already scheduled. I also know that in the past, we have had voter fatigue with 13 issues on the ballot at one time. So I understand there's a balance there. But what I'd really like to see is any more charter amendments that are coming through, come through and be put onto the April ballot to save the city that $10,000 or so as it's going to cost. We've already bared the expenses for recall elections, school tax elections, short-term rental elections in the last 2 years. Let's show the public that we do have a little bit of stewardship of the money, and that we will can put that off until April, since it is not a pressing matter. Thank you.
Thank you, Dawn. Suzanne, are we not submitting these in the coordinated election with the county?
We are, and there is still a fee to that. It will cost the city approximately $10,000 to do this coordinated election. That's what the county will charge us.
All right, thank you.
They charge us $1 per voter, per ballot, and then they charge us for a certain amount of inches on the ballot. And that's
Okay.
how they arrive at that number.
All right, thank you for clarifying that.
You're
for us.
welcome. The next speaker is Mr. John Davis.
Welcome.
Thank you, Madam Mayor and council members. Councilmember Nakai, our excellent chair lady and all, has put forth the justification very well. We felt that in order to provide adequate time for a good, valid review of the signatures, 5 days just wasn't enough, and it was unfair to your city staff. You've got a lean and mean and aggressive city staff here and all, not just in here, but all throughout the city. But we've can't shut down the total operation just for that 5-day situation there. And not on point here, but I will follow up your previous speaker for your ethics there. Give you just the best advice I ever got on ethics in government from a long-term city attorney there. When I asked him, Brian, how do I avoid conflict of interest? He said, avoid even the appearance of evil. The appearance of evil to the public is just as bad as evil itself. Thank
Yes,
you.
sir. Very well put. Thank you so much.
That concludes public comment on this item.
All right. I will, if there's anyone else in the audience that wishes to address the council on this item. And if not, I will close the public comment portion of this public hearing and look to the council for further discussion, questions, or for a motion.
I'll go ahead and make a motion if we're not, no discussion. Okay. So I move that we approve ordinance number 1500 series 2025, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Woodland Park, Colorado, submitting a ballot question to the electors of the city to amend the city charter concerning recall to provide 30 days for the clerk's review of signatures.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion?
There could be no other recalls.
Oh, sure there can. All right, Suzanne, would you call the roll?
Yes, Bryant,
Yes.
Jones,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Case.
Yes.
Nakai.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries unanimously. And I would like to personally say thank you to council and thank you to the Charter Review Committee for this. I appreciate it.
We seen your hair falling out.
Well,
This is a-
Oh, yeah.
It's the wig I'm.
It's a lie.
Fault.
just one comment. This is important for sanity and that lean and mean staff that you mentioned. All right. Item C, approval of ordinance number 1501 series 2025, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Woodland Park, Colorado, submitting a ballot question to the electors of the city to amend the city charter to change the residency requirement for appointment or election to the office of mayor or council member for 1 year, from 1 year to 2 years. And I will look to you, Catherine, again.
Okay, so this one came about, actually, mayor and previous councils have actually discussed this because we've heard from citizens for years that they wanted the residency requirement to be a little bit stricter for council and for mayor. And it bounced, for me, it bounced between 4 and 5 years from other people. We heard that early on the Charter Review Committee, this is as well this year. So we went back and forth on a number of them and we ended up with 2 years. And this kind of goes with there's 3 other municipalities that have residencies that push against the state also. It's Aspen, Hayden, and Monument. And they go between 3 and 2 years. So Jeff also recommended 2 years. So that's what we decided. One important note is that it isn't changing the 1 year for boards and commissions. So it's only for council. And I think that was all I had on that one. Seth, was there anything else?
No, I think you covered it all. There's still lots of amazing ways for people to get involved.
Correct.
Seth, please help me remember that you're there.
Yes, ma'am, I'm
It
here.
is a challenge. If I forget you, just yell out.
You have not yet.
Thank you.
Yeah, so does anybody have any questions?
No.
No questions? All right, then. I will open the public comment portion of this public hearing. And Suze.
Our first speaker is Don DeZellem. Okay, and then John Davis. Okay, perfect. That's all I have.
Anyone else in the council, I mean, in the audience wishing to, anyone here too, wanting to give public comment on this item? All right, seeing no one, I will close the public comment portion of this public hearing and look to council for further discussion or a motion, please.
Yeah. Get back there. Yep.
Steph would have chimed in.
So, I will make a motion to approve ordinance number 1501, series 2025. Ordinance of the City Council of the City of Woodland Park, Colorado, submitting a ballot question to the electors of the city to amend the city charter to change the residency requirement for appointment or election to the office of mayor or council member from 1 year to 2 years.
I'll second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Suzanne?
Thank you. Jones,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Case,
Yes.
Nakai,
Yes.
Bryant.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries unanimously.
And our last item is item D, approval of ordinance 1502, series 2025, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Woodland Park, Colorado, submitting a ballot question to the electors of the city to amend the city charter to provide that term limits of boards and commissions will be provided in such bodies' bylaws as approved by the City Council. And Catherine, this is your last one.
All right, so this one, term limits, we approved as a community in 2020 term limits for all boards and commissions. I don't think we saw necessarily it being an issue, but there are some boards that have some specific requirements to serve, such as the Historical Preservation Committee, which requires an architectural knowledge, a member on the UPass Historical Society, or the Board of Review, which requires members with building and construction experience. Other boards have a decent learning curve, like Planning Commission, and it's not easy to learn that and to give them a little bit more time. We suggested that we allow the boards and committees to set their own term limits within reason and being approved finally by City Council. And as of note, this is not removing term limits. The term limits are still there. We're just trying to make them more amenable to everybody, and maybe we can get some consistency.
Thank you, Catherine. Council, any questions?
I guess, just to that point, that last point you made, so the term limits will remain. You can term from a board or a commission.
Correct.
It's just the duration or what you consider the term,
Correct.
the actual
It will
limit.
still be 2-term limits. I mean,
Okay.
it will still be 2 terms.
So you're
It's whether
saying
it's- So right
a
now,
term could be 5 years, a term could be 10 years?
likely not gonna get
Yeah,
approved,
yeah.
but so like if you look at the terms, PRAB is 2 years, UAC is 2 years, Historical Preservation Society's 4 years, BOA, Planning Commission, DDA, BOR.
That's a term, and then the limit is
Those are the
2.
It's 2.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, Currently?
The essence of this one is that the terms themselves, the term limits would be set in the bylaws
Right.
yeah,
of the board or commission,
Right.
and they could set whatever limits they want.
okay.
But the final say is still council.
So it comes back.
So they.
So it's possible you could do 3 terms, okay, so you are changing the limit as well. And so you,
It's completely
Com-
determined by council in the bylaws of
bylaws.
each committee. So it's important to understand it's not, there is no set term limit. It's whatever is agreed to in the bylaws by the council.
okay,
So there's not a black and white answer to what you're asking.
I
because
see.
it
I
could-
see
that.
It could
I
vary,
understand
or you
the
could all say they all have to be the same.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay. I think I'm clear. No, I'm clear on that. It's.
Any other questions, council? All right.
I'm sorry,
Yes.
Madam Mayor. I just want to say that I do think that this enables a rural community like our own with limited resources and limited people willing to devote their expertise, that we're able to make the most appropriate use of them, while still making sure that, we're not having people embedded in boards and commissions that way.
Great
Agreed.
comment. Thank
Well,
you.
one more thought.
Yes.
Well, Seth, I think kind of brought up a point here. And it was, typically on a term limit, like for council, if you vacate your position, you term out, you can wait a year or 2.
You wait one term.
1 term, and then you can come back. And 4 years for council.
For council, or
Yeah.
technically 2 years for mayor, right? Mayor's, or is it 4 years?
So on these boards and commissions, they'll be able to say what that period is, what that wait period is, that it basically would be a term.
The authority of the board and commission in developing their bylaws with respect to this issue is unlimited.
Okay,
But again, it has to come up to council for your
understood.
review.
Yeah.
in any case.
okay.
Is that it? Everybody good?
I want to make sure I'm clear. I think I'm good.
Clear as mud?
Nope.
Okay,
No, it's-
so just, it does say if a council member's office is vacated, oh no, that's the, yeah, it just says a term. It doesn't
A
say,
term, which is 4
it
years.
doesn't say, yeah, it says a term, so.
So mayor would be.
So mayor would be 2, council would be 4. In the chart.
Let's verify that.
The check, double check me.
Yeah.
Oh,
just- All right. Thanks for looking that up, Catherine. All right. With that, I will open the public comment portion of this public hearing and look for comments.
So I have the same 2 speakers, Mr. DeZellem? No, Mr. Davis.
Welcome again.
Thank you, Madam Mayor and council members. I'll just reiterate and tag on to what Councilmember Bryant added there. We are a very small community. We have limited resources and different professional areas, as you well know, construction, engineering, architectural, and this would allow each of your boards or your commissions or your committees to tailor it to adjust to availability of volunteers to serve on those. And right now as you all know, we have trouble getting volunteers to serve on these committees. So
Thank you for your comments. All right. Anyone else wishing to address the council? Seeing no one, I will close the public comment portion of this public hearing and look for further questions or discussion or a motion, please.
I'll do a motion to approve the ordinance of 1502, series 2025, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Woodland Park, Colorado, submitting a ballot question to the electors of the city to amend the city charter to provide that term limits of boards and commissions will be provided in such bodies' bylaws as approved by the city council.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Suzanne?
Thank you. Jones,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Case,
Yes.
Nakai,
Yes.
Bryant.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries unanimously.
Thank you, council.
Excuse me.
Item 10 is new business. Item A, approval of resolution 934, series 2025, announcing a coordinated election with Teller County for the November 4th, 2025 general election. Suzanne, please.
Thank you, Mayor. This is a very simple resolution that I just have to do out of necessity. It is announcing the election. The election will be held on Tuesday, November 4th. It is a coordinated election with Teller County. And the mail ballots will begin being mailed on September 20th. Those will be the UOCAVA, the military ballots. So that's why tonight I have to go upstairs. I have to send everything to the clerk. We have to finalize the ballot and everything, because this is under a time constraint here. So the military ballots go out on September 20th, and the ballots to all of the other voters will go out on October 10th. So this is just a resolution asking you to pass this, announcing the election.
Thank you, Suzanne. Questions, council?
Suzanne, when we normally do this, if the city didn't have to participate, have any ballot issues or anything like that, does it still cost us money?
No,
Okay,
no. If we didn't have a coordinated election, it would cost us nothing.
right.
It's only when we have something on the ballot.
Yeah, okay. And that's only paper, and it's because of the landscape that we're taking up on the ballot, and
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The however many inches.
right. Okay,
There's a price per inch, and then we get charged a
Per vo-
price
per
per voter.
yeah, okay, thank you.
All right. Anything else? All right, I'd ask for a motion, please.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll do it.
All right.
I'll make a motion to approve, the approval of resolution 934, series 2025, announcing a coordinated election with Taylor County for the November 4th, 2025 general election.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Suzanne?
Thank you. Smith,
Yes.
Case,
Yes.
Nakai,
Yes.
Bryant,
Yes.
Jones.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you, council.
You bet. Thank you. Thank you, council. All right, that takes us to reports. It's only 7:39. You guys have done well. Mayor's report. Council, unfortunately, I'm going to be out of town for next Wednesday for the, not only the PPACG board meeting, but also the community garden, which I'm really disappointed in. Anyway, just so you know, Catherine, if you're available, I'm sure they'd love to have you. You can participate by Zoom as the alternate, but you do not have to. There's nothing major. Okay, save the date for Creek Week. The Keep Woodland Park Beautiful Committee is gearing up to join the largest watershed-wide cleanup effort in the state of Colorado. Roll up your sleeves and join the committee on Saturday, October 4th to help clean and beautify the Woodland Park section of Fountain Creek. This volunteer event is hosted in partnership with the Fountain Creek Watershed District. All ages are welcome to join. There is essential information. Where is Cavalier Park, 522 Woodland Avenue in Woodland Park, Saturday, October 4th at 8 a.m. What to bring is closed-toed shoes, sun protection, gloves, water, and your best volunteer spirit. Registration is required for all participants, including those joining with a group, church, or organization. To register for Creek Week, please visit the city's website and explore the latest news. And on Saturday, September 6th in Memorial Park from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. is the 33rd annual Cruise Above the Clouds. Stroll through rows of stunning classic cars, hot rods, muscle cars, and more. This beloved event is free admission and fun for all ages. That's all I have, Council Catherine.
All I have is thank you guys all for forwarding the ordinances for us. The Charter Review Committee meets next Wednesday, September 10th at 2:30 upstairs. Because we still have more work to do.
All right, thank you, George.
Yeah. First off, great job on the charter review. That was, yeah, good stuff, and good job to the team out there, that some of which have left, but
We'll tell
anyway.
them you said that.
yeah. So DDA met on Tuesday, and I saw John here originally, but we actually, just for budgetary purposes, we're starting to set some budget direction from the DDA perspective. We've got 4 categories that we're looking at, so I'll just talk through these real quick. Beautification, parks, so Bergstrom Park specifically, walkability, again, that's come up before, but I think we have some interesting perspectives on Quinn and Bergstrom Alley, so that should be interesting to see what we do with that. Now, this is 2026 budget, just by the way. And then the micro grant program we're going to bring back, so we're excited about that. That's it.
Great news.
Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest things that we did. We did the typical, we did the grant. I shouldn't say that. We did do the grant program where we're approving, we're getting final applications in for refunds and such. And so those are starting to come through, and that's great. And that's it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Steve.
Actually, I do.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay. For the Parks and Rec, we have the Avenger Open Space Survey will close on Sunday, September 7th. Visit the website for the survey link. Second, youth basketball, 3rd through 4th grade co-ed and 5th through 8th grade girls. Registration deadline is Monday, September 15th. Next one, we have the free community concert Wednesday, December 10th, 6 to 8 at the UPass Cultural Center. And then this one, I hope parents are listening, but Parents Night Out, Friday, September 26th, 6 to 9 at the Woodland Park Aquatic Center.
All
That's all
right.
I got.
Thank you, Steve.
Yeah.
Catherine, I'm not going to forget you there, Seth. Catherine just said she had one more thing to say.
Sorry, Seth. Okay, so I actually did find the charter for the term limits for council. It is a 4-year break. Regardless. It's buried. Just, it's a 4-year break. So,
All right.
thank you.
Thank you, Catherine. Seth?
Nothing for me, outside of being excited to see everybody at the Creek Week cleanup.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you so much. Who's next? City Attorney and City Manager.
Thank you. Next Thursday, September 11th, we are having the ceremony for 9/11 at 9 a.m. at Lions Park. On September 17th at 6 p.m. at the Cultural Center, the next Police Community Engagement Forum is going to be a seminar in partnership with INT on combating fraud and financial scams, so that may be a good one for the community to attend. And then I did want to share a brief update on some street projects. Center Street is scheduled for September 22nd, so we are going to get that in hopefully very, very soon before we start to freeze. And Browning, I understand, is supposed to be finished tomorrow, so we are making some good progress there. We obviously have a lot of work to do in our roads, but we are making progress, so.
Yeah, Browning looks good. It's looking near to completion, so.
It's almost,
Yeah.
If we hadn't had so much rain, we could have not had so many setbacks with the concrete, but it's going pretty well.
Can we ask about that Pinion Street that,
I was going to say the same thing.
yeah,
The
I'm
team
sure
wa-
you
the
made it.
team was out there earlier this week doing
Okay.
an inventory and surveying the condition of the road, so they will take action.
okay,
Yeah, I don't have a timeline at this moment, but I know that they understand what's required, so
yeah,
it's on the list.
okay.
Thank you, Aaron.
Bless you.
Anything else? All right. Nothing else, council? We are adjourned.